Neymar Jr. is one of the most famous and successful football players of his generation. Everybody loves watching him play because of his dribbling skills, quick footwork, accurate passes, and jaw-dropping goals. His name has been on everyone's lips recently, and the jovial Brazilian has managed to transform himself from an undiscovered, though remarkable talent, to a true superstar. This is why many consider him one of the best players of all time. In this video, we will show you the day Neymar Jr. showed his talent to the world. Neymar Jr. was born on the 5th of February, 1992 in Mogi das Cruzes, Brazil. When he was born, his parents only found out that he was a boy when he came into the world. They couldn't afford an ultrasound. They weren't sure what to name the baby and eventually settled on Neymar Jr., with his family nickname being Juninho. The family was struggling to make ends meet and put food on the table. Mogi's population of 40,000 people has more than doubled in the previous 15 years. It's a unique location with at least some employment opportunities. Neymar Jr. and the rest of his family initially stayed in Mogi, but after a few years, when it became obvious that his father's career was coming to an end, it became equally clear that a change was required. His father was forced to relocate his wife, Nadine, son, and daughter, Rafaela, to his parents' home in São Vicente, a beach town in São Paulo state. Neymar Sr. started working at least 3 jobs simultaneously. He was a car mechanic, a salesperson, and a transporter. Incredible, he did this just to bring food to the table. It may sound almost mythical, but working multiple jobs has become an increasingly common practice in Brazil. His wife also worked, namely as a cook at a childcare center. I'm gonna live inside the upside down. Neymar Jr. grew up loving the game of soccer in São Paulo, Brazil, since his father was a pro soccer player. The way the game is played in the streets of Brazil influenced Neymar heavily as he was on the cusp of turning pro. Neymar played as a boy for São Vicente, a youth soccer team in his neighborhood. The Brazilian footballer developed a technique that mixed quick speed, dribbling, and shooting playing in the streets and with youth club Portuguesa Santista, which would eventually catch the attention of the Brazilian club Santos. In 2003, Neymar began playing for the Santos youth ranks and was immediately touted as the next big player. Santos gave Neymar a contract that paid him $2,000 a month at 15 before even becoming a pro, and by 16 Santos wanted to make sure they had the young prospect signed on for the long term. They gave him an unprecedented $23,000 a month contract before going pro. At 17, Neymar was promoted to the first team and he went on to make his professional debut with Santos on March 7, 2009, in a 2-1 win against Oeste. Neymar took Santos back to heights it had not seen since the days of Pelé and Robinho. In his first season for Santos, Neymar scored 14 goals in 48 games across all competitions. Fans and media were mesmerized by the skill and flash of the lanky winger. Only 1 year after making his debut, Neymar became more than we expected and he began to win championships. In his first year as a pro, Neymar he played for the Brazil U17 squad and he represented Brazil in the U17 World Cup. Neymar always improves his skills while helping Santos return to the top of Brazilian soccer. He scored 136 goals in 225 appearances for Santos in 5 seasons from 2009 to 2013. Not only that, but Neymar helped the team win the Copa Libertadores in 2011, beating Pirol of Uruguay in the final. During this period, Neymar was capped by Brazil for the first time in 2010 in a 2-0 friendly match victory against the United States on August 10, 2010. He made himself one of the greatest players in Santos' history and the best of the current generation. It was truly a miracle that Neymar lasted as long as he did in Brazil. Brazilian soccer was going through an economic boom in the lead-up to the 2014 World Cup in the country, and Neymar was paid handsomely during his time there. Still, Europe came calling, and it was FC Barcelona. It gave him the opportunity to play side by side with Lionel Messi. And this made it the next chapter of Neymar's career, and the Spanish Giants went on to pay $64 million for his services. Neymar arrived at a team loaded with talent, and that took the pressure off of the young Brazilian, being one of the boys on Lionel Messi's team. Neymar would prove to be pivotal as he formed the Messi-Suarez-Neymar connection. The South American trio took La Liga by storm, and Barcelona defeated everyone in many games. Without question, Neymar was playing with the best team in the world, and it showed. The club won a lot of trophies. For him to be the central figure of a team, he left Barcelona for PSG in 2017. He met Edinson Cavani, who was PSG's unquestionable best player then, and the two had issues on the field at times. For across all competitions in 144 games, the judgment is still out on Neymar, who has been reunited with Lionel Messi and is now coached by Kylian Mbappe. Despite winning Ligue 1, Coupe de la France, Coupe de la Ligue, and Trophy de Champions, the winger knows it's remaining to win a Champions League trophy with PSG. Neymar is still exceptional with his qualities because they are unquestionable, and with the number 10 on his PSG shirt, he's worth it. But one question remains: is there any limit for Neymar? How far can he go? Let us know in the comment section below.